Hello and welcome. So, while I was searching through the Forge World website, a thought struck me. Why are some of these models not on the Games Workshop site now? Now, I'm not talking about the really big models, or even some of the more unique characters, such as the Primarchs. I'm talking about the vehicles and infantry units that would be better placed in the Games Workshop site and made out of plastic. There are two separate categories for this, I believe: unit type and faction. Obviously, certain models can be both. First, the factions. Horus Heresy has become popular in the Warhammer community, with one of the best value starter boxes to many of the Space Marine tactical boxes which save you money. There remain so many factions that remain mostly on Forge World. The Solar Auxilia being the main faction that seems to remain fully Forge World. The Kill Team Navy Breaches is the closest they have on the Games Workshop site. Now, the best way to do this would be to start small with the command squad or infantry squad, and then that would get more people to play this for us. How it would even get the Imperial Guard players to use them too, into their armies. Next is the Adeptus Custodes. They have like 5 units, not including named characters, on the Games Workshop site. And they don't even have a unique Shield Captain model. Now, unless you want a named character or a Blade Champion for your army, you're going to have to break up a squad box. And the biggest issue of all is that there's no unique Custodes vehicles on the Games Workshop website. All of these are on the Forge World website. They're the only faction to have this happen to. They have, on the Games Workshop website, they have Land Raiders and Rhinos, which is just common Space Marine Sisters of Battle vehicles, but all the actual Custodes vehicles, they're Forge World only. And the Custodes forces are one of the few that can actually be played in 40k and Horus Heresy. And I need some of these tanks to make the transition to Games Workshop, because they look really good. And they would look greater in the new plastic molds. Now let's talk about the Imperial Guard or the Astra Militar and Death Korps of Krieg. Now, Death Korps of Krieg remains mostly a Forge World faction. With just one plastic box, Forge World has many units for this Imperial Guard regiment. There was a good chance to bring the Death Riders to plastic with the Rough Riders box. Just having the different heads for the horses and the riders. It wasn't even that difficult. It wouldn't have cost any more or been any, it wouldn't have been a very difficult move. The odd part about the Death Korps of Krieg still remaining on Forge World is their popularity. They're one of the most popular regiments for the Imperial Guard, and they keep getting asked to be made in plastic. Now honestly, you'd think Games Workshop would want more money. Now as for unit types, that needs to be more utilised by Games Workshop, are flyers, well, aircraft in general. There are 3 factions that remain aircraft-less. These are the Sisters of Battle, the Genestealer Cults, and again the Adeptus Custodes. I will not deny that aircraft are my favourite unit type. They look amazing and they add a very unique third dimension to the game that vertical movement cannot seem to achieve as well. Some of the best ones remain on Forge World, and luckily many of them are not so extortionately priced either. Well, for Forge World at least. The Valkyrie Sky Talent is £78 compared to the normal Valkyrie, which is £55. Now usually when a model goes from resin to plastic, the price drop is around 50%, such as the Leviathan Dreadnoughts we had for Horus Heresy. They have now gone into plastic, are now £50 compared to, I think they were 120 altogether. And if you look at Chaos, you have the Hellblade and Helldrake prices being £70 and £50 respectively. The pricing really isn't the issue here. It's the resin. And the biggest issue here about Forge World flyers is the warping of the wings because of the resin. An issue that GW plastic just doesn't have. And I have built many GW flyers, from the Eldar ones, the Imperial ones, and even Chaos Helldrake. They were all fun to build and they were pretty sturdy. And I've seen time and time again, and even when I was talking to some friends about getting the Vampire for the Eldar, they said you've got to be careful of the wings. They will warp. You've got to kind of position them back. And if it's going to cost me extra money for the extra work, I can't see why I would want to do that when I can have a better quality model made out of plastic. And yeah, I do honestly believe that Games Workshop needs more flyers. They need better rules too, so they're not so, OP. And there's many ways to get around that anyway. As they can't be really attacked in close combat. They had things like they had to keep moving. Not moving it would have destroyed it. Stuff like that. Anyway. So these are just some of the things I would like to see brought over to Games Workshop from Forge World and made in plastic. If it's just that they reach a bigger audience that a lot of the Forge World models need. If Forge World is to remain, it should be kept for the big things, the Titans, the Greater Demons, and the super heavy tanks. The really big super heavy tanks, ones that are bigger than the Baneblade. The smaller units and vehicles, that all needs to move to Games Workshop, where they can sell more and be used more by the fan base. And also, it's going to be a preventive measure against recasters too. Look, resin's good and all, and a lot of companies use it. But in my opinion, I don't think Forge World is even near the best quality sculptors anymore. My favourite resin sculptors right now is Warcradle. They do the best looking models. I've not seen anything better from Forge World. I know a lot of people are going to complain about that, but honestly it is. And if you look at the resin of the Tomb Kings and Pretonia we had, it's really chunky. And it just doesn't seem right, and then it does. Anyway, let's just run some of my thoughts. Like, Forge World does need to either go, or it needs to do something. If it's going to remain specialist and more higher market, then it needs to be a good reason for that. We can see what the plastic does now. We've seen the new models which have gone to plastic and how much better they are. I mean, even the Contemptor Dreadnought, though it's completely plain for 140,000 and Horus Heresy, it wouldn't have been that much difficult just to put some joint and legs and make it, a bit more movement. But that's what they've always made their Dreadnoughts like. They've always been very much a static model. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is just some of my thoughts on Forge World, and I'm hoping that Games Workshop do move some more things to plastic. Especially the flights. I would like to see more aircraft. Adeptus Sorietis need some. The Gene Stealer Cult needs some of their own. They can have loads of their own. They've got their own vehicles. And of course the Adeptus Custodes. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you all very again soon. And yeah, have a great one. Oh, links to Wayland Games, Urban Planet, and of course my merchandise is down below as always, as with Patreon, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.